All right, ready to dive into something interesting. Today we're all about upping your trading game. Specifically, setting those stop loss and take profit levels, you know the ones.
Yeah, those are important.
And we've got just the thing to help us out today, Atricia. It's a new technical indicator and, well, let me bring in the expert to tell us more about it.
Always happy to talk shop, especially when it comes to tools that can give traders an edge.
You and me both. So fill us in. What's Atricia all about?
The really interesting thing about Attritia, at least for me, is that it goes beyond just price action, just looking at the charts like we usually do.
Had me at Beyond the Charts. Go on.
It actually factors in volatility, which, let's be honest, a lot of traders, they overlook it.
Oh, big time. Volatility can make or break you. Okay, we've got articles, descriptions, even some visuals of Atricia in action. But first things first, what exactly is it?
So Attritia is a customizable technical indicator, and it's designed for discretionary trading, which is what most of us are doing, right?
Right, we're making the calls, not some robot.
Exactly. And right now, you can find it on NinjaTrader 8. They're planning to roll it out on MetaTrader 5 soon, too. But the best way to think about it, it's a tool to help you set those, as you said, make or break stop loss and take profit levels, but with a twist.
Okay, a twist. Now you really have my attention. Most indicators, they just look at past price moves, but you said Atricia incorporates volatility, so how does it actually do that?
It uses a method called average true range, or ATR for short. Traders might already be familiar with that one.
ATR, yeah, I've seen it around.
It's been around for ages, over 40 years. J. Wells Wilder developed it, so it's got some serious history behind it.
Wow, okay, so we're talking about a tried and true method here, not just some newfangled thing.
Exactly. It's got a proven track record. But here's where Attritia takes it to a whole new level, and is what makes it really interesting. It doesn't just spit out static levels based on historical ATR, which a lot of indicators do.
Right, they just say, here's your number, good luck.
It uses ATR to dynamically adjust those levels to the current market volatility. So if things get choppy, Attritia adjusts, giving your trades more breathing room. And when things calm down, it tightens things up, to help you lock in profits.
So we're talking about a dynamic safety net, basically.
You got it.
Yeah.
It adapts to the market conditions, not just some fixed percentage or number someone pulled out of a hat.
Which is, let's face it, how a lot of us have probably been doing it. No judgment.
Hey, we've all been there. But think about it. Knowing your stop loss and take profit are factoring in volatility in real time.
Take some pressure off, right?
Exactly. And it's one of the biggest benefits traders are talking about. Peace of mind.
Makes total sense. Okay, but we've got a stack of info here on Atricia, and one thing that jumps out is how customizable it is. So for someone who's listening and thinking, okay, this sounds great, but I trade my way, what are some of the ways you can personalize it? Make it your own.
Oh, tons of ways. That's the beauty of it. So one of the first things you can adjust is the trade direction. Simple enough, right?
Long or short?
You got it.
Yeah.
You can set it to long, short, or... And this is interesting. You can let Attritia analyze the market and tell you what it thinks. They call it auto.
So if I'm inching for a long trade, but Atricia is leaning short in auto mode, it's like, maybe I need to look at this again.
Exactly. Think of it like a little wake-up call, Like having an experienced trader looking over your shoulder. It's not saying you're wrong, but...
It's making you think twice. I like it. What else can we tweak?
Another big one, the reference setting. This is where you really fine-tune how Attritia calculates those dynamic levels we talked about.
Okay, getting into the nitty-gritty now. I'm ready.
There are three options for this setting: standard, extreme, and smoothed. Each uses a slightly different reference point based on recent price action, so you can kind of match Attritia to your style.
So let's say if I'm all about trend following, I might choose one, but if I'm a breakout trader, I might choose another.
Exactly. It's about making Attritia work for you, not the other way around. And then there's my personal favorite.
Oh, I love when people have favorites. Don't leave me hanging. What is it? Don't keep me in suspense. Tell me. What's your favorite part?
Got to be the adjustable risk zones. Remember how we were saying Attritia dynamically adjusts those stop loss and take profit levels? All based on that volatility?
Yeah. The whole breathing room thing. Love that.
Exactly. So with these adjustable risk zones, you get to fine-tune just how much breathing room you actually want.
No, I like where this is going. Tell me more.
So you have the min distance and max distance settings, and you can change these for both your stop loss and your take profit.
So I can customize both separately?
Yeah, and they're measured in ATR units.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand this right. Let's say I'm someone who I like to give my trades a good bit of space to run, before I even think about taking profits.
Yeah, you're letting it ride.
Exactly. So I'd probably want to increase the, uh, what is it, the min distance for my take profit zone.
You got it. You're picking it up quick. And the best part is those distances, they're constantly adapting to how volatile the market's being,
Yeah.
right? Because they're all calculated using those ATR units.
So smart. So I'm not stuck with some arbitrary number, like it's, like you said earlier, pulling it out of a hat. It's actually working with how the market's moving.
Yeah, it's dynamic, which means you're not setting levels that might work great one day, but then totally tank the next.
That's huge. Talk about taking the guesswork out of risk management. That's got to be a load off your mind.
It really is.
But okay, let's say I want to backtest this whole setup, right? I can totally picture myself, back in the day, kicking myself for exiting a trade way too early. Does Attricia help with that kind of, I don't know, like hindsight analysis?
100%. That's where the show pass levels feature comes in. They actually thought of that.
Okay, color me intrigued. Tell me more about this.
It's seriously a backtesting dream, like literally a dream come true. Because what it does, it shows you what those Attricia levels would have been right on your charts.
Oh, wow. Wait, so I can literally see on the chart where Attricia would have suggested I exit, like if it was around back then?
Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
That's incredible. I mean, it's like a time machine for your trading, but for real?
Yep.
This is amazing.
Right. It really is a game changer. And I think what makes it so powerful is you can actually start to visualize how different settings, whether it's the reference settings we talked about or tweaking the risk zones, how those would have actually affected your trades in the past.
I can see why people keep bringing up peace of mind. It's not just lines on a chart, It's about like actually understanding how this can help you make better decisions. Not just in the moment, but like we're saying, by looking back too.
It's learning from your past mistakes, but without having to actually make them.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. And it makes me think about that visual example they included, the one showing a trader using those show pass levels to analyze a trade, like a breakout.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Seeing that, it just kind of brings everything we've been talking about to life, and it makes it really clear how Attricia, you can use it no matter what kind of trader you are,
Exactly. Scalpers, swing traders,
Yeah.
everyone in between, they could all potentially find a use for this.
Because a scalper, they're probably going to want tight risk zones, right? Quick in, quick out.
Right, exactly. But then you've got swing traders who are going to want to ride those bigger moves, so they'd probably go with wider zones.
It's so cool how customizable it is.
Right. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. It's about giving you the tools, and then you get to use them your way.
Yeah.
But you get that extra layer of risk management that's actually using volatility, not ignoring it, which, unfortunately,
Happens more than we'd like to admit.
way more often.
Yeah.
But speaking of, putting the power back in the trader's hands, we should probably talk about the people behind Attricia.
Yeah. Let's talk about them. So who are these Ninjacha trading folks? What's their deal?
Well, from everything I've seen, they seem to really get it. They understand what traders need.
Which is?
It's all about putting the trader in control, not chasing hype or promising unrealistic returns. They seem to be providing tools, not like some get-rich-quick scheme. And that's refreshing.
It is. We see so much of that. It's almost suspicious when someone doesn't promise the moon.
Right. But yeah, I think that's what struck me about Attricia too. Going through all the material for this deep dive, it's like it just feels different. It's not really about what to trade. It's more about how to actually trade.
Yeah.
But in a way that acknowledges like the realities of the market,
The volatility we keep talking about.
Exactly. And like how that impacts our decisions even when we don't realize it.
Oh, 100%. Even just thinking back to those show pass levels and seeing it all laid out on the chart, like wouldn't that make you, at least for me, it would make me think twice about, am I usually too tight with my stop losses or maybe too loose? Like it really makes you analyze things.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Because it's giving you data, but it's not just random data, right? It's data about you,
Oh, that's good.
about your past behavior, which honestly,
Yeah.
most of us, we could probably stand to analyze that a little more, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. And not just like, oh, I should have sold here. More like, why did I do that?
Yeah. Why did you do that? What was going through your head?
That's such a good point. And it's funny, right? We can spend so much time trying to find the perfect strategy, the perfect indicator.
The holy grail, right?
But then when it actually comes to pulling the trigger on a trade, we fall back on those same old habits.
We're creatures of habit.
And that's where something like Attricia comes in, right? It's almost like, I don't know if you're like me, but that trading journal you should be keeping, This is like that, but it's visual, it's right there on your charts, and it's constantly updating
And prompting you to actually think differently. Remember that whole wake-up call thing we were talking about?
with the auto setting.
Yeah. Even if you completely disagree, like, no, Tricia, you're wrong, I'm sticking with my gut. Just the fact that it made you stop and think,
That's so valuable.
it's huge. Because you had to justify your decision, at least to yourself.
Mm-mm.
And that's powerful, especially when emotions are running high, which,
Hey,
trading.
fine. Emotions are part of the game. You can't escape it.
Exactly. So if you've got these clear levels, these volatility adjusted levels right there in front of you,
Hmm.
it's got to count for
Yeah.
something. Right?
It's that peace of mind thing again, isn't it? You've got a plan, or at least a framework,
Yeah.
right? And it's a framework that's adapting to how crazy the market's being. You're not just sitting there hoping for the best.
That's what I like about it. You're not trying to predict every little twist and turn.
Yeah.
You're saying, okay, this is my plan, and Tricia is going to help me stick to it.
That's a great way to put it. So, to everyone listening, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into Atricia. And more importantly, that it's given you some things to think about, maybe even try out in your own trading.
Analyze how you've been trading, see if you can identify any bad habits you might have, and then, hey, why not play around with Tricia, see what it can do?
Exactly. Explore those customization options we were talking about. And who knows, maybe adding in that volatility factor, right, with Atricia, maybe that's the key to unlocking a little more peace of mind in your trading. Isn't that what we're all searching for?
100%.
Until next time, everyone, happy trading.